What's up? What's up? Spread love to Brooklyn Way. It's your boy Big Chase, Mancave101 Podcast. Back at you with another artist spotlight where we talk to the hottest content creators in the universe. You know what we do here and whatnot. So today we got another hot one for you. I told you keep plugging in with us. Man, listen, I'm going to put you on to some stuff, man. You got to hang out with your boy and whatnot. As you can see, I'm all alone today. Kalo K's out. The man in the chair's out. Charles is out. That's all right. I'm gonna hold us down like I normally do. First things first, do not forget to plug in with us every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Rumble, Kick, Twitter, Twitch, and all those other wonderful platforms you use to stream your show. So tonight, man, we're going to talk to a brother, man, that is doing his thing with these comic things. You know we into this comic thing, right? Okay, so I'm talking to a brother tonight who has... Man, listen, I looked through his library. It's crazy. So we're going to bring him on with no further ado from Advent Comics, my man, Tony Kittrell. What's up, brother?
Hey, Chase, thank you for having me on, bro. Appreciate you.
Man,
sorry, the rest of the crew ain't here, but hopefully
that's all right.
When they here, bro.
Hey, listen, man, my crew's out, your crew's out. We're going to hold it down together. We good to go. You know what I mean? We're going to hold it in.
We got this covered.
Yeah, man, listen, so first things first, man, tell us, how'd you get started in this game?
Oh man, I've been loving comic books, man, since I was a kid. Been reading them for forever. Life take you different directions, so I never actually saw myself doing this. I worked for the government, been a firefighter for the past 25 years. So my love of comic books drew me back in by chance. I was out San Diego. Me and my wife were celebrating our anniversary. And we ran into Tyrese, and was chopping up with him. Hey, what you doing out here at this hotel? Woo, woo, woo. And he was like, man, I'm here for Comic-Con. I'm like, Comic-Con? I'm like, what you doing at Comic-Con? Like, I got a comic book from Image Comics that I'm promoting. And he was like, come on through, slide through. So slid through, and I started walking around and seeing what was going on. And I noticed there wasn't a lot of brothers doing what
right.
comic books.
Right.
So, talk to this one brother named Kobe Marks. He had a book out called Stormbringers, I think it was. So he was like, "Hey, bro," he was like, "If you can get into it, this is the line of work to be into. It's money, blah blah blah." But he said, it's rough. He said,
yeah.
Do it. He was like, "You coming back for the black panel?" And I was like, "What's the black panel?" He was like, "Bro, come here tomorrow, early in the morning, go to the black panel." I went to the black panel, man. It blew my mind, and it was like all these professional black people in the comic book industry, regular fans. It was Hollywood people, and they were just talking about how to make it in the comic book industry. And by the time that was over, man, I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do my thing. And I went home and I did it. And 14 years later, man, we still getting it.
Wow, 14 years, man. That's a salute, bro. That's a big salute, man. Like I was telling you backstage, I went through his library, and listen, he got great stuff in the library, great artwork in the library, man. Listen, first and foremost, I'm from the art part of this. If I see a cover I love, I'm likely to copy it because at the end of the day, man, I just love the artwork. I love the artwork on the walls and all of that. So artwork automatically draws me to the comic and whatnot.
Well, that was one of the things when I started Advent. I said we're gonna go out, we're gonna get some of the best talent. So we're gonna hit you with the artwork on the cover, but then we're gonna drag you in with the interior artwork that's just as good in the stories. So when I tell you you're gonna see some of the artwork from these books, man, you be like, damn, this brother doing it for real.
And listen,
that's the goal. We want to get you. We want to get you because we believe that y'all deserve the quality that Advent is giving you. So you deserve top quality art, you deserve good stories, fun stories, and we're gonna give it to you, man. So that's what we're trying to do.
Hey, listen, while we talking, I'm gonna drop some of this video footage in here that we got, and so the people can see what we talking about here, man. So tell us, because I see you got like a deep library of titles. So first and foremost, are all your characters in one universe, or are these all multiple universes, or?
Yeah, all right. Now there's two parts to Advent Comics. There's the Advent universe, which is all my stuff, and it's all set in the same universe. as I went on over time, I started what's called the Unbound Realms. So that's a creator owned section where I publish books for other creators and put their books out in stores and such. So that section it's pretty much up to the creator if they want to set some of their stories in the Advent universe. But any title in the Advent universe belongs to me. So pretty much the majority of the titles you just showed are all set in my one universe.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Like I said, if people can see the artwork is on point, nice, bright, vibrant colors and whatnot. Yeah, I love the poses. I think for me, when I see a lot of your titles, man, the action in it is just evident. It just looks like this action popping off in there, and that's something I really appreciate.
Yeah, we're gonna give you action titles like the Hit Squad, which is basically the world's best assassins. They come together, but they got a secret. So they recruit a new hitman, and that hitman finds out what their secret is, and the crew turns on him. So basically, it's the world's greatest assassin against one lone assassin. So that's it. Southside showing right now. That's another story that's set here in DC. It's basically a love letter to my city. I grew up in the DC area. So it's about a guy who comes home, finds out his friend has been murdered, he wants to take revenge and find out what happened. So it's action packed. It's mature readers. That one and His Squad definitely mature readers, but you got tons of action. And these titles was John Wick before John Wick. We're gonna get it to you. We're gonna get you over the head with it. And as you can see, the artwork is good. It's dope. And man, we just want to give y'all some good stuff to read.
Okay. Listen, that's what I'm talking about, man. So, so what's the age ranges for your books?
We have books of all ages. With Advent Comics, I'm trying to give everyone a chance to get our books. So it's from ages 6 and up. We got a title for you. We got young adults. And actually, we celebrate our actual 14th anniversary on August 1st of this year. So you and your fans come and check us out. We're gonna have a little special get to know us celebration Kickstarter.
Okay.
I'm putting the entire line on Kickstarter.
Wow.
From start to finish. I'm gonna give y'all 3 brand new titles in the Kickstarter. We're making some news. I ain't tell nobody what I'm gonna do. It's premiering here on your show. That Black code name Blackfire 2. That's be a brand new title. You're gonna have Black Star Line number 5, War is Hell. That's gonna be a brand new title. And I got like 2 more I'm holding in reserve as the campaign goes on. So,
hey,
yeah, we're gonna give it to you, brother.
See, let's keep telling our listeners, man, you gotta plug in with me. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on early. You know what I mean? You heard me. He didn't even tell nobody. He telling us. You gotta plug in with us, man. Listen. Exclusive stuff, bro. Exclusive stuff, man. I appreciate it. So you've been around for a while, and we always talk about when I talk to a lot of the other independents how back in the day we could only hope to print our own stuff. Like we all were in school at some point. We drew our own little panels and stuff. But the idea of being able to print your own comic and do your own ideas and then commercially put it out there was just so far and away. So how do you feel like the industry's turned around? Do you feel like you're feeling the love from people?
I'm actually starting, and this is more of a me thing than the people thing. I'm actually starting to feel the love because before I was so far into it, I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna resonate with what we're doing. They ain't gonna vibe with us. But man, at the shows and at the conventions, man, people be coming up. Hey man, I've been reading stuff from day one. I had a brother come up to me and tell me when he met me, he was like, bruh, he said, me and my man was talking about you on the subway. He was like, that Southside joint is a banger. And I was like, yo, y'all read this? And they were like, bruh, they was like, that joint is banging. And, and people asking me questions, interacting with me. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe we are starting to make a connection with people. So, I love that aspect of it. It's the comic book industry as a whole. I think now with the advent of social media and the internet of being what it is, more and more people are able to make their goals happen. And I'm happy to see it, man. I'm a big supporter of indie comics, man. So I support a lot of people just because I want to see them in a place where I am, where they're making their dreams come true, man. So if I can help support them, I'm down with that.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's what about, and this is the reason why we actually created this feature here, because we just started coming across, like people like yourself and Concrete and a few other, titles out there that, they were doing their thing, and it's like people didn't even realize that they were there.
My man Lonzo been doing this thing for a minute, and when I first saw him, I reached out to him and I was like, "You gonna hit it big, bro." And he was like, "Yeah, whatever, OG." I'm like, "Nah, you gonna hit it big, bro." So I'm so happy that he's coming into it and he's moving into the lane where I saw he was going.
Yeah.
He about to make his own lane and take off with it. The brother got it going on, and there's more other brothers to follow. So keep your eyes and ears open.
Oh no, it's a fact, man. We've interviewed everybody on that team has been on this spotlight, man. We wanted everybody, and the same thing goes for you, like, bro. Anybody that's on the team, we want them on the show. We want them. We want them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what this is for and whatnot, because we need to let people know that we're out there. Like, so many times we pick up these books and we don't see ourselves not in the way that we know ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The touch of our history, the touch of our culture, the touch of how we would do a thing. So when you see this right now, this is the type of stuff that you got to hand off to the youth. It inspires them. It lets them know that it can be done and whatnot. So, yeah, absolutely, and whatnot. So we're gonna divert for a little bit. My man KOK usually take this segment, but I'm gonna steal his joint right now. You're a collector, Marvel or DC?
I grew up primarily Marvel. Marvel tops DC for me, but even at a young age, like when I was 6 or 7 years old, I was reading DC comics. My favorite DC books, because when we were at we would be in recess and the teachers let us read comic books. We was reading Justice League, Leading Superheroes, Teen Titans. So for me, them books is always gonna be my standards. But Marvel, I grew up with Marvel, man. My first comic book I was introduced to was Marvel, was Neil Adams' X-Men. And for me, John Romita Spider-Man, Buscema Spider-Man, Conan. So I mean, I was in awe of what Marvel was doing, man. So Marvel slightly ahead of DC for me.
Okay. No, I hear you, man. I mean, listen, we're Marvel heads. We kind of hate DC out in public. Because not because we hate them, but we want them to do better. We want them to know that, listen, this is not it. You know what I mean? The animation is top marks, and I'm just like, why don't they just let the guys that do the animation do the live features? Just let them do the live movies, because they understand what this thing's supposed to be. I don't know, we completely, like, we did a whole review on the trash movie, as I call it, not the Flash movie, but the trash movie.
I was a little disappointed, man. I mean, I did go against my grain. I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see the movie there to see what's about. And no lie, and I hate to say this, I fell asleep for like 10 minutes of the movie, bro. And I woke up, get into the good stuff. So I was like, oh well, okay. I catch it when they come on,
It was just a letdown. As it goes, Flash was one of my favorite characters from the Justice League. Especially early on, because like I said, we just had very limited options. But as a kid, we all identify with that guy that could run fast. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wanted to be the Flash.
Everybody wanted to be the Flash. Yeah.
And they just messed up on so many items with this thing, and I was just like, I just can't believe y'all did this, man. I just can't.
I understand it's a movie that's supposed to change their universe and give them a fresh start, especially with James Gunn coming in. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm a big comic book fan. I'm gonna watch and see what they got going on. But right now, far away, Marvel live action got.
Yeah, like it's crazy, and I'm concerned. I'm like, I really hope Blue Beetle is at least digestible and whatnot. And
the trailer, it looked interesting. I'm gonna give it a shot. So,
yeah.
Matter of fact, I think that come out this month or next month, right?
Yeah, I think it's out next month and whatnot. I hope it's at least digestible and whatnot, because he can't afford any more X's, man. He can't afford any more.
No more L's, bro. They done had enough. They need a win bad.
Yeah, they need a win bad, man. And if he doesn't get a win, I don't see how they're gonna get any of the other items that he's really involved in off the ground and whatnot. They threw away $100 million Batwoman movie, which they probably should have let go.
I heard, and like she was assistant too. And from what she was saying, it was going to be a good movie.
It probably was. It probably was the one they needed. Honestly, it was the one they needed and whatnot. So I'm quite sure at some point somebody's going to let it out, and everybody's going to be like,
I hope so. I was hoping that was going to be the case. Somebody was leaking it, but they supposedly Warner got rid of all the footage.
Oh yeah. They cleaned the whole house. They had a whole in-house situation that we kind of covered, and they end up just cleaning the house up there, and which they needed to. I said a long time ago that they needed to clean the house because the problem is that when you have people that live off the legacy, they never want to change anything. They want to just keep living off that legacy. And the one thing that DC needed to do was to introduce new characters. They need to, they've got a large stock of characters that can be, brought out, can be refreshed, released to the public, which will let them live. We know that they love their staple of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
But more than that, and that's my thing with DC too. They focus so much on their little trinity that they're missing the 3,000 plus other characters they got that are interesting. So,
exactly.
And I thought they finally saw that when they started getting hit with the Titans show and the Doom Patrol show. I was like, okay, so now they're starting to wise up the Swamp Thing show.
Yeah.
Now they know they got other money makers they can go to.
They can
Everything reverse back to what they know will sell, as opposed to taking a chance like Marvel did with Iron Man. At the time, Iron Man wasn't no A-list character for them.
Absolutely.
They turned it around and made a whole franchise out of it. 20 years strong.
Listen, they released a technology character at a time when technology was big. So, it was right on time and whatnot. And that's what I'm saying. Like they have, they have some great characters that need to be released and whatnot. Vixen is one of my favorites, man. I'm like, no.
Live action Vixen?
Oh, Lord.
Right, and cover her whole history with the tattoo totem and everything.
And listen,
maybe tie in some other cameo appearances by maybe Batwing or Black Lightning. That could be a dope movie.
Man, listen. If ever there was a role for Megan Thee Stallion, the Vixen is.
Maybe not be too loud. My wife in the next room.
she would probably honestly she'd probably kill that, bro. Yeah. Vixen is out there. She's fashion fair, and she's action and everything, and I think that would be something that would be dope for her, and whatnot. But yeah, I agree, man. Like I said before, we've been talking about this. Like they have such a great library that they don't use at all. And I hope they get that fixed, man, because we really are fans. We're fans of the industry, but
I don't think we've hit the point yet where we're tired of seeing the movies. I think what it is, we're tired of seeing the same thing. Now, DC and Marvel both have so many characters that they can keep this thing going infinitely.
Yeah, infinitely, bro. Like, listen, they at least Marvel's gotten smart in where they've kind of chopped off chunks of stories and put them together instead of trying to give you everything at one point. Yeah. Everybody's talking about, the X-Men, but we know that they're holding off on the X-Men until they get everything back, because once the X-Men comes out, like that's probably the next 10 years easy. You know what I mean? The next 10 years easy. So they're doing what they're supposed to do right now, and we hope that they all do their thing. So fellow comic book collector, man, what is the Grail in your collection, man?
Oh man, the Holy Grail. Actually, I'll put it this way. The one that's probably easily the most collectible is our 10th anniversary book. It's called Facets. It was like 100. Well, depending on which version you get, I did 300 copies of the 104-page version.
Okay.
And then I did even less of the hardcover. I did maybe like almost 100 copies of the hardcover version, which is like 136 pages. It was only a Kickstarter release, so it didn't go to the comic book stores like I do with my other comic books. It was only Kickstarter. So if you got that book, that's a bona fide collector's key. It's a
Okay.
deal. And I haven't seen it anywhere yet other than the people who supported Kickstarter.
Okay.
I have like maybe 1 or 2 copies of the original version left, and I think maybe I got like 10 copies of the hardcover, and I'm gonna let those 10 copies go at this Kickstarter on August 1st.
Okay. Okay. Listen, y'all heard the man, right? You did hear him. You heard him say it, right? You heard him say it. It's going down.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the info. Get it now. You know what I mean? So I tell you.
When I say the hardcover, and it's not one of the things about Advent is we don't do nothing small. So the forward for that Facets book, you had Michael Davis, who's one of the founders from Milestone. He gave us the forward, and he was like, bro, he was like, even Milestone ain't doing it like you did it. He said, they did it for 3 years. You're doing it for 14 straight. So
yeah.
he worked on Facets. We got superstars like Nathan Diaz, who's doing the X-Men and Predator and stuff for Marvel now. He did some of the art in it. We got people like Bart Sears, Andy Smith, Stephen Butler. So it was crazy the amount of people who were on our 10th anniversary book, but I'm a knock everybody head with the 15th anniversary, which I'm already starting on now.
Okay.
The amount of talent has already turned in covers and pages is gonna blow everybody's mind. I'm not gonna tell everybody until after the 14th anniversary. Then I'm gonna start dropping nuggets. But I'm telling y'all, stick with Advent because we doing it. And also, the creators for Advent, I call them the Untouchables because they're that good.
Okay.
13 of my creators who I've hired, Marvel and DC stole them, and they work for Marvel and DC now. So that goes to show you what we bring to the table.
Hey, I gotta say,
need to be said.
I have a saying, and I tell people sometimes, nobody ever steals trash.
Exactly.
Nobody steals trash.
When I tell you we bringing it to y'all, we bringing it to y'all, and even the big boys know we coming with it. We coming.
Listen, they out there. So listen, y'all heard what he said. They're like, listen, I'm giving you to get this book, man. I tell you what's crazy. We all have a book that we wanted to buy and we didn't buy it, and then it shot up in price beyond our reach and whatnot. So the Miles Morales book was was actually my white whale. I had
Did you ever get a copy?
No, I never did. I never did. And one thing about me, the way I curate my collection, I hardly ever buy second and third printings and facsimiles and whatnot. But I had an opportunity to buy it in the beginning when it was low price, and I just kind of got back into this thing. Okay. And I said, I'll get it next week. By next week, it had like doubled. It was tripled. Right. It was out of here. And I was like, oh, my God.
Miles Morales, characters like Blue Marvel, good luck.
So
some prices on those things now, bro.
You like what? Yeah. So I said once I hit the mega or something, I'll just go ahead and purchase it.
that first edition.
That first edition.
9.8.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact, man. So listen, man, tell the people how they can find you, where you're gonna be at, what's coming up.
I'm gonna be out in San Diego. I'm not selling comic books. I'm gonna be on the Black panel, and that's kind of surreal. That 14 years ago, when I left the Black panel, I started Advent, and I'm coming back 14 years later speaking at the panel. So I'm gonna be doing that about 2 weeks from now, July 20th through the 23rd. I'm gonna hopefully be vending out in Baltimore Comic-Con, so you'll see me there. But if you want to get in touch with me, I'm on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, IG, Advent Comics, or you can find me at Tony Kittrell, Blue Sky. I'm thinking about joining Blue Sky, introducing them to comic books over there. Yeah, reach out to us. Our website, adventcomics.com. You can find the majority of our titles there. And like I said, we're doing a big anniversary Kickstarter where the whole 20 ongoing titles and more are going to be available on this Kickstarter. I'm releasing 3 brand new issues that you can't get anywhere else, and one brand new title, to the line.
Okay.
So all 4 of them dropping at the same time, August 1st this year. So
Okay.
check us out.
Oh, absolutely, man. So listen, all of those details will be in the description of this video when it released. So you can check the description, get all the information, all the links, find out where to find them and whatnot. Connect with them, get those books, man. The artwork's fire. If you just like me, you just love the art. Artwork's fire. And I looked through the whole library. It's absolutely crazy. Completely Man Cave approved and official.
I'm gonna have to come back when we're doing the 15th anniversary and
Man,
get it up.
We got one rule, bro. Once you come here, you're officially family. You can stop by anytime for any reason. Let us know what's going on. Give us
Y'all get tired of me then, bro, because I be dropping them like jewels.
Man, listen, just come through, bro. Just hit me up. You're on. It's not even a problem. We love it and whatnot. All right.
Thank you very much, man.
Listen, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, man. Tony Kittrell, CEO of Advent Comics, man. Listen, make sure you go check that out and whatnot. Don't forget to hit us up Thursday. I'll be here with the rest of the crew drinking. K-Lo-K will be trying to get those names on them comic books again, and we'll get him nice and toasty as well. My name is Big Chase, Mancave101 Podcast. Hit us up Thursdays, 8 p.m., YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all you know the rest of it. I'm not the man in the chair, so you know what it is. Tony Kittrell, thank you for coming again.
Anytime, bro.
Bro, have a good one.